Hello everybody, it's OG here. How did I fly the Millennium Falcon to the moon? Or to Bop? If you watched my last video, you would have seen the Millennium Falcon flying around on the moon and around Bop. There's a problem though. The Millennium Falcon can't fly very well. Or really at all. At least in the atmosphere of Kerbin. Even at the best of times, it flies like a brick on ice. So how did I get it all the way to the moon? Or to Bop? I teleported it. In my Millennium Falcon video, I asked if people wanted to see how I did that teleport, and the response was yes. So that's what I'm going to show you in this video. How to teleport a craft in KSP 2. This is not something I did on a whim. I developed this out of necessity. Now, I'm sure other people have done it as well, but I didn't copy anyone else's method. I just messed around in the save files until I found what I needed. I've been shooting the 2001 A Space Odyssey video for some time now, and for that video, I built the Discovery 1. This is the Discovery 1. It's not small. It's not aerodynamic. And there is no way I can get this thing into space by conventional methods. I know. I've tried. This is what it looks like when you stack it on a rocket. Or kind of try to stack it on a rocket. You can just imagine how well that flies. No, I'm not going to try to show you. This is what it looks like if you stack it on a rocket with a better fairing shape. It's still no better. It's definitely not lighter. The total mass here is 1,785 tons. The total height is 123 meters. You can just imagine how that flies. This is what happens when you get desperate and creative. And no, it doesn't work either. So I was stuck with a nasty problem. I would have had to scrap my Discovery 1 plan, or my 2001 A Space Odyssey video plan, and I didn't want to do that. So I needed to come up with another way to get things into space, and that is when I developed the teleporting method, because I don't just need this thing in space, I need this thing out by Joule to be correct for the movie 2001 A Space Odyssey, which was out by Jupiter. This is what you do when you want to teleport a spacecraft in KSP 2. The first thing you need to do is to decide where you want to go, where you want your spacecraft to be. And then you send something to that position. So I'm going to cheat and just use a file that I've already got saved. This is my very large space station for the Orbitank rockets. It is in Kerbin orbit. So let's put something into Kerbin orbit. This is where I will put my Discovery 1. So let us make a new save file, which I will call put Disco 1 here. Okay, that is now saved. Now I need Discovery 1. This is my latest and greatest Discovery 1 build. I'm going to try to put this on a runway. I do have a save file of it on the runway, but I don't want to cheat, because these things often break. Okay, I was lucky this time. I was actually hoping it would break, so that I could show you that even if it breaks once, you just load in again and again, go to revert to launch, and if you hit that a few times, even with a large craft, it'll often work eventually. It just saves you having to do a rebuild unnecessarily. So once you've got your spacecraft, which you want to teleport, in this case, this one, the Discovery 1, save that too. And I'm going to save this to a file called teleport me. I should now have two files to work with, teleport me and the one with the space station's position. Alright, now we have to find those files. So I'm going to quit to the main menu so long. The next part is a little trickier. You need to find the folder where your personal files are saved. It's normally under something like C users. Find the directory you use, and then you want app data. Once you're in app data, you go to local low. Once you're in local low, you go to intercept games. From there, it's Kerbal Space Program 2, saves, single player, and finally we get to our save folders. This is for Windows. If you're on Linux, I'm not sure where they are, but since you're on Linux, you can probably figure it out yourself. If you're on a console, then I can't help you. Sell the console and buy a PC like a real human being. What is wrong with you? Back to the people on Windows. We saved these in the Beyond Basics campaign. Alright, here is teleport me, and here is put disco 1 here. We're going to start in put disco 1 here, and the file we want to open, because there are three of them, the JSON, the meta, and the PNG. The file we want to open is the JSON. So open the JSON file. The other file we want is the teleport me file, and again we want the JSON file. So I'm opening them both. Alright, put disco 1 here. This is the file we're going to copy from. The section you're looking for is called location. And where exactly it lies is difficult. It's normally somewhere between about 1,000 and 4,000. I am lucky. I have just stumbled upon it randomly over here at line 1147. If I was not so lucky, I could use a find function. So something like edit find, and I would type in location. And there are 6 locations in the file. So flag sprite location, that's not what we want. Copy location is not what we want. Launch location is not what we want. Location, that is what we want. You're looking for this location by itself in inverted commas, followed by a colon, followed by a bracket. Copy from before the colon. Sorry, before the inverted commas. And copy everything. I'm not exactly sure what you need. Okay, let me make that clear. I just copy down to the end of the physics rigid body. Physics mode rigid body, including the inverted commas. Now remember, you are essentially hacking code here. So if you get something wrong, you're going to break your save file. If I were to copy location and leave out those little inverted commas at the end of rigid body, that would be a disaster. Okay, so copy very carefully from before the inverted commas till after the inverted commas, before the start of location to the end of rigid body. and then I go Control C. Then I go to the file that I want to copy to, teleport me. Again, I want location, so it's here in the search box. I don't want flag sprite, I don't want copy location, I don't want launch location. Location, that's what I want. Now I want to copy the exact same stuff as what I copied from the previous file. So I must click exactly where I started. And I'm choosing again before the inverted commas because that's a nice easy place to remember. Till after the inverted commas at the end of rigid body. And all I'm going to do now is go Control V for paste. Everything changes. I have now pasted the code from put disco 1 here to teleport me. And I will now save the file. Okay, I'm doing this in an editor which I use for GitHub, but you don't have to use something like that. You could also open this in Notepad if you wanted to, and it should work just as well. You don't have the lines, the line numbers, but you also have a find function, so you can also use location. If it doesn't go with up, then try it down, or vice versa. That's not what we want. Flag sprite, find next, copy location, launch location, location. There's the exact same stuff. So you would copy again from there to there, copy it and paste it to your other file. Okay, let's now see what's happened in KSP2. Beyond basics. Teleport me. Alright, we copied from put disco 1 here to teleport me. So the teleport me file should have changed. Don't worry about what the little picture shows. We didn't copy an updated picture. Let's load the game, and with some luck, the Discovery 1 should now be in orbit where that space station was. It's spinning, but it's there. And that is how you teleport to craft in KSP2. Done. Easy. Hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Hope it helps you. And I hope you're looking forward to my upcoming 2001 A Space Odyssey video. Or that you watched my awesome Millennium Falcon video. If you didn't, you know what to do. See you later. Thanks for watching. OG out. From the teleporter.